and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the glacial lake outflow floods. So 189 high risk glacial lakes have been identified, and it has been talked about, or it has been outlined that how these high risk glacial lakes needs to be tackled. So whatever are the dangerous features of these glacial lakes, or whatever are the problems that these glacial lakes can pose for the people and for the downstreaming places or the states or the districts which lie there, so how that needs to be tackled. So let us first understand the timeline. First of all, we will be looking at the news, then about glacial lake outburst flood, what is it, then National Glacial Lake Outburst Flood Risk Mitigation Program, that is NGRMP. So this program has been outlined. So what does this program talk about, and what are the mitigation strategies or the risk awareness that it talks about? Then NDMA's guidelines to tackle glacial burst. So what the National Disaster Management Authority talks about with regard to tackling glacial burst, and in the end prelims practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 1, that is Geography, and also paper 3, that is Disaster Management. And before moving forward, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. The news talks about NDMA to monitor 189 high risk glacial lakes to prevent disaster. NDMA stands for National Disaster Management Authority. So the authority which looks after the national disasters in our country and how the national disaster needs to be tackled. Then they have monitored about 189 glacial lakes, and out of all the glacial lakes, 189 glacial lakes have been identified as the high risk. High risk means that these 189 glacial lakes are the lakes which can be most dangerous or which can cause the most harm to the community to prevent disasters. So these 189 high risk glacial lakes needs to be looked so that the upcoming disasters can be prevented. So disasters inflicted by overflowing glacial lakes in the Himalayas. So in the recent around 4 to 5 years, we have seen that the glacial lake floods or the flash floods situations have arisen, and the number of these flash floods are increasing. So first of all, we need to understand that what is glacial flood. So we all know what are glaciers. So at the higher temperature or at higher elevation where the temperature is very cold, so there are huge stretches of ice, and these huge stretches of ice, when it becomes very large in size, it can be termed as a glacier also. And glacier in usual life we do not find it on the plains, it cannot be found. For finding the glacier, you need to move to very high elevations. So these glaciers when they starts to melt, when these glaciers starts to melt, what happens is that the water starts to come out there. So glacier, when it starts to melt, it contains a lot of water. So when the glacier starts to melt, then water in the rivers, the adjoining rivers of the glaciers, these rivers, they also starts to have more and more quantity of water, and when suddenly the glacier starts to melt, then the quantity of water in the river starts to rise, and this quantity of water which starts to rise in the river, and with it also comes down with a lot of pressure from a huge height. It also contains snow, boulders, big stones, so it can cause flash floods, and that is why it is called glacial floods also. So these glacial floods, they are basically in India a term which is basically associated with the higher stretches, and these stretches you can associate with the Himalayas. So NDMA has finalized a list of 189 high risk glacial lakes. So as compared to other glacial lakes, these 189 glacial lakes will be of high risk for mitigation measures to reduce the risk emanating from them. So the risk which these 189 high risk glacial lakes possess, so the NDMA will work to reduce or to mitigate the effect from these these high risk glacial lakes. Then what happened last October 2023 was that the South Lonak Lake in Sikkim. So a glacial lake outburst flood came in the South Lonak Lake in Sikkim. A glacier formed lake overflowed and inundated several parts of the northeastern states, killing at least 40 people and destroying the Chungthang Dam. So the flow of the water becomes very fast because the water which comes, the extra water which comes into the river comes from a very top position. So when it comes down, the pressure into the water is also very high. And when the pressure into the water is also very high, then the water moves with other material also, like the sand, the silt, the boulders, the stones. So the flow of the water becomes very high and the intensity of the water also becomes very high. So it becomes difficult for the dams also to control that water. So a lot of damage to the dams these glacial floods does. So what is a glacial lake outburst flood? First of all, let us look at the basic things. So it is a type of catastrophic flood. Now what is flood? In simple language, floods are when too much water comes at a place and the drainage facility of that place is not able to handle that water, and the level of water in the rivers and the surrounding area also reaches to a place where the infrastructure collapse. So you can say that is the condition when a flood occurs. So it is a type of catastrophic flood that occurs when the dam containing a glacial lake fails, releasing a large volume of water. Then it is caused by rapid melting of glaciers or the buildup of water in the lake due to heavy precipitation or in the inflow of melt water. Then this can also be caused in the changes in the volume of a glacier, water level of the lake, earthquake, glacial retreat due to climate change. So this is what a glacial lake outburst flow is. Now let us look at it through a diagram. Now look at the picture. This is the first picture, this is the second picture. Now this picture is in the scenario of a normal condition. So what happens is, now see, this is a lake, okay, this is a lake and this is mountains and this is a glacier. Now this is a glacier. Now the glacier has started to melt or to break down. Now when the glacier will start to melt and break down, so the water will come into the lake which is already present there. So when the water will come into the lake which is already present there, so the water which is already in the lake plus the water which is coming from the glacier, so the amount of water in the lake will increase. Now look at this. This is the situation when the glacier has melted or the glacier has broken down into pieces and the quantity or the amount of water into the lake has increased and the lake has enlarged in size. Now this is what happens and this is how the flood also occurs. Now let us talk about the National Glacial Lake Burst Floods Risk Mitigation Program, that is NGRMP. Now this is NGRMP program and it has been approved by the Center on July 25th this year. So this program has been approved to look into the glacial lake outburst flood, that what are the steps that can be taken to prevent it. So nearly 7,500 glacial lakes in the Himalayas mountain ranges is located in India, 7,500, and some of them are being monitored via remote sensing, because everything and every glacial lake cannot be monitored through manually. So many of them are being monitored through remote sensing. And according to the Central Water Commission, around 902 glacial lakes and water bodies are being monitored via satellite. Now, what is the aim of the National Glacial Lake Program? So the aim is to have a detailed technical hazard assessment. So what assessment needs to be done, that how much disaster it can cause. Installing automated weather and water level monitoring stations, that whatever is the level of water that needs to be monitored on regular basis, so that it can be found out and it can be it can be seen that whether the level of water has reached a dangerous level or not. And early warning systems, if that any kind of disaster is about to happen, then an early warning can be given to people so that things can be or disaster can be prevented at the lakes and in downstream areas. Now, downstream areas are the areas which are most prone to the floods when the glacier will melt. Then the proposed steps that needs to be taken are constituting teams to investigate these lakes and attempt lake lowering measures which are done to buffer against any outflow. So if any kind of overflow and outflow of water takes place above the dangerous level, then steps needs to be taken. Then what is the National Disaster Management Authority guidelines to tackle glacial burst? So what does the NDMA has said or has given the guidelines? So first is the identifying potential dangerous lakes. As this has been done, that 189 high risk lakes has been identified, so that the lakes which are more prone to cause danger or which are more prone to cause disaster can be stopped at the basic level. Then use of technology. So promoting use of synthetic aperture radar imagery to automatically detect changes in water bodies, including new lake formation. So with the more and more use of technology, things can be detected at a low basic level. Then channeling potential floods. So the volume of water needs to be reduced if the glacier meltdown is taking place and the water is increasing in the river, then the volume of water needs to be reduced in some way or the other. Then uniform codes for construction activity. Construction needs to be done with proper research, and scientific methods and technologies also needs to be updated. Then enhancing early warning systems and upgrading the early warning systems also, because sometimes getting a warning at the very basic level can prevent the biggest of disasters to take place. Then training local manpower. So when the local people, the people who are living at that places can give us a better respect or a better perspective of the things, that how the things takes place or how the nature behaves in that particular area, because the local manpower has been living in that area since a very long period of time, or you can say since decades and decades. So they have the basic understanding of the nature in that particular area. So this was about the glacial lake floods and how it needs to be mitigated. So in the end, a prelims practice question, and you people will give me the answer in the comment section. The glacial lake outburst flood is best described by: flood is typically caused by rapid melting of glaciers. Flood is typically caused by holding up of water of glaciers, or flood is typically caused by rapid melting of ice sheets, or both A and C. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.